What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. So I didn't get to do my Pulsechain live stream today. I'll get to that tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed or if you're not a member of the Patreon, consider becoming that so you don't miss those live streams. I'm gonna keep doing them daily until I get bored of them. But yeah, this is like Pulsechain is an exciting ecosystem right now because there are some easy gains to be made for people who are in this system and who sacrificed. If you didn't sacrifice, it's getting easier and easier to get involved in Pulsechain. We can see that on the Pulse Burn website, 88% of the bridge of the funds have been bridged over $116 million, and this is a number that I like to kind of look at every day. The deposited amount, $132 million, have been deposited into Pulsechain. So I do want to save the juicy bits for the live stream, in the next couple hours here, next 24 hours when I do it. But I will talk about things like, has Pulsechain sort of topped out? Are we going to have a little mini bottom here in a little bit for Pulsechain? I really wanted to wait until this number got to about 90% for the bridge to come through and for the deposits to sort of slow down. That's going to be the real test to see if Pulsechain is just a hype fad for the week or for the couple days here that it's launched, or if it's going to stick around for the long term. It's going to be the biggest, I think, test right there. But again, we'll talk more about that during the live stream. In this short little video, I wanted to talk about the gains that I've been making. I've been making some crazy gains with Pulsechain. So you had a chance to take your bets if you did some sacrifices, and people did all kinds of different strategies. Some people went all in on Pulse. Some people went all in on Pulse X. Some people decided to go all in on the incentive token, and by far the biggest winners for whoever picked Pulse, Pulse X, incentive, or Hex are the people that went deep in the incentive token. This is up over 10x from its local bottoms a couple days ago. Insane stuff right here. And also people who have been farming. If you just started farming yesterday, then that would have been a really good opportunity to get into farming, because you would have made a lot more making some of those incentive tokens rather than moving the price of Pulse or Pulse X or even Hex. The incentive tokens would have paid off a lot more. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. That's sort of what I did the past day. I said, you know what, I think things are going to cool off a little bit, so I didn't want to just sell all of my Pulse tokens for DAI and just in case I was wrong and it continued to pump. But I did want to take advantage of the massive growth that we're seeing with the farms and the incentive token, which is what I did. So over here, this is what I've earned the past like 30 minutes or so, like 1.34 incentive tokens, which is worth $102. Insane stuff right there. And this is almost all of my Pulse here. I've decided to pool it up, put it in the liquidity pool. Now I'm not going to tell you guys, I haven't decided whether I'm going to extract that out of the liquidity pool, put it back into Pulse X, put it back into incentive, or put it back into Pulse and ride that wave continuing on out, or even sell to DAI and wait for it to dump a little bit. All that strategy creating is going to be up to you guys. Nobody can really tell you what's going to happen in the long run when it comes to the right decision. But nonetheless, I decided for at least the span of 24 hours since I did my little sell right there to do some farming, and this farming is working out really nicely. Like these values that you see here, they seem insane, and generally when these farms launch on other chains or other decentralized exchanges, these values do not stick around. Like they're silly numbers. Even though you're saying, oh wow, I can make $1,000 in a day, you end up making like 50, 100, $150 in a day, and then it goes down dramatically after that, just because the price of things dump when these farms come out. Incentive, it's done the like complete opposite. The incentive token has pumped like crazy. The farming token has pumped like crazy. So people have gotten some massive APYs here, and even more massive if they had some diamond hands and didn't sell their incentive token like myself as soon as they made it. So let me show you guys what I mean here. So I have quite a substantial amount here. I mean, it's not that substantial because I didn't put 50k, 60k into the sacrifice. I put a lot less in, but it's turned into that so far. So we can see that my balance right here, on a daily basis, I'm making $3,000 a day from farming here on Pulsechain. And like I said earlier, that is not $3,000 a day of fake money. That's real $3,000 a day that I'm able to take out and either compound or do what I want with. And as long as the Pulse, as long as the incentive token stays growing the way that it's growing, like that, it's gonna stick around. And you know, my 7-day rewards could very well be $25,000 for 7 days of farming here. That would be pretty insane. But of course, I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. I'll be very thankful and happy if it does stay at the kind of growth that we're seeing right here. But even if we're seeing half of that, a third of that, a fourth of that, a tenth of that, that would still be really, really nice for a week's worth of earnings with what I'm putting in here. So $3,000 a day. And you guys can sort of, if you're like, man, well, how do I make that much in this system? You can always just type in the amount that you want to make to really decide what you need in the system. So if you wanted to make $5,000 a day, you're going to need $93,000 in the pool. Or 7 days, you want to make $5,000, you're going to need simply just $1,000, about $10,000 in the pool right there. So I mean, cool stuff right here. And if you compound, the stuff goes even faster. So definitely look out for it. And I know that a lot of people don't have funds, that they didn't sacrifice anything, but there's like ways are coming for you to get access to Pulse and PulseX and the whole system now. It's a lot easier to do it now than it was when everything first launched. So look forward to me talking about that on the live stream. I just wanted to do a quick update video to talk about kind of what my earnings have been in the past day and what my decision for kind of moving my funds around have been. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're not a member of Patreon, consider becoming a Patreon to support me making more videos like this in the future. Also, you'll get access to my Discord, which I just started up again. Please be patient with that Discord. It is bare bones. I don't have any moderators or anything, but it is a nice place to do some discussion on things like Pulse, PulseX, and things like ordinals and other stuff that we're talking about. So you'll get access to that Discord, and you'll get access to all of my videos that I'm making here on YouTube earlier than everyone else here on YouTube. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.